Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Awakening Her podcast. How are you doing today, my friend? I am so happy that we are here. And whether you're listening in your car, on a walk, doing the dishes, maybe you're lying on your floor on a yoga mat staring at the ceiling, this episode is for you. And I'm so excited we are here. So today we are talking about the energy of 2026 and the fire horse energy. So the day this episode drops is the beginning of Chinese New Year, where the astrology changes, and the Chinese New Year obviously changes. So I am excited today to dive into this because I am not necessarily an expert in Chinese astrology, but what I am really excited to do is to channel through the energy of what fire horse energy means from what I have learned and then also intuitively. And I'm going to bridge that with what I'm really feeling. So we did have episode, I believe it was 518, where I went into the energy of 2026 right at the beginning of the year, but I like doing it again as we kind of get a little bit more into the year. So of course, we're still just in February at the time of recording, but the energy is really accelerated, which is a theme this year. We'll talk about that in the episode. There is a quick pace that is happening. So I want to talk today about the fire horse energy and the energy of 2026 and how I see it for the collective, for you and I on our growth journey, and just the energy that's going on. So I'm really excited you are joining us. If this is one of the first times you're joining us, hello, welcome. I'm so happy that our paths have crossed. My name is Talia Joy, as I said. I'm a speaker, mentor, podcast host, and teacher of self-growth. And I'm a brand new author, which I am really excited about. Grab your copy of The Delicate Art of Transformation. You can check the links below. But I am really happy that you are here. Welcome. This is my cozy corner of the internet, really our cozy corner of the internet, where we talk self-growth, manifestation, awakening, healing, all these things that we go through as we create our best life, our most fulfilling life, the life that we are meant for. So really excited for this episode, really excited that we have found each other. And I think with that, the only other thing I want to mention is the Bali retreat. We are opening the doors officially only for the waitlist for the next week. It's so crazy. So if you are not on the wait list, jump on it now to get the link. I am so excited. We are going to Bali January 2027. I could not be more excited. So jump on the list, or if you're listening to this in the future, check it out below. All the information is there. We are really dropping into our body to access our spirit, from nutrition to the elements and meditation and chakra balancing and water temples. It's really, truly a journey into ourselves, calming our nervous system, nurturing our body, nurturing our spirit, and really finding what it is that you need right now, whether that's clarity or confidence or shedding. You will find it in Bali with me for 6 nights. I am so excited. So jump on the list or access the link below, depending on when you're listening, and I will see you there. So I think with that, we are good. Let's take a deep breath. Drop your shoulders, take a sip of water, and let's do this episode. So 2026 is here. We are in it. We are already living the energy of it, and it is moving fast. It feels like I get the image of those conveyor belt walkway thingies at the airport, and you can be just standing there, yet you're moving forward so fast. You know what I mean? The flat ones where, you can walk what would feel slow, but you're just like covering some good distance, whatever those things are called. That is what it feels like. Even if you're standing still or feeling like you're standing still, you are being carried faster than usual. And this can create a dissonance and a frustration and a disconnect when we really, really, really want to step into that next level, but maybe we feel blocked or whatever. This fire horse energy is going to light a fire under you in this year. We are all moving forward fast, and it's kind of like, oh crap, like grab your belongings, we're doing it. So you can walk with the causeway, walkway thing in the airport, you can run with it, or you can just stand there And either way, you are going to be moved forward this year. Things are speeding up, and especially you, right? Because I could say you're meant for big things and you'll assume I'm speaking to everyone in the world, but there is a niche, select, special group of people that gather around this podcast because I am one of them. And we are in this self-growth, self-healing, self-led, really wanting to make the impact and live a healthy and happy life this time around, right? So for people like us, self-growth, healing, the cosmos, the energies, everything is speeding up. And I know for myself, after years, decades of introspection and healing and processing and trying to find clarity and trying to uncover the blocks, it now feels like just collectively and for myself, now the universe is saying like, okay, let's move. Like you've picked enough berries, you've gathered enough tools, let's move forward. It's time to move. And this is where we really see the power behind forward momentum and taking action. And so collectively, the energy is not as much about the fire horse, although I know it ties in, but collectively, I'm really seeing this energy of whether you think you can or can't, you're right. So the let's move energy is like, let's just do it. Because say you're on a health journey and you're humming and hawing and maybe you're like, I don't know what to do. Should it be Pilates? Like, I'm not sure how to eat. That's stalling, which I know very well. I could raise my hand through this whole episode. I speak from experience, but I know that I can hum and haw, especially in things like business and other things. I don't know what decision to make. I don't know which one is the right one. And that stalls us. And this year is about moving forward. So with the metaphor, the analogy of health, if you just go and go like, okay, whatever, that Pilates place, it's been catching my eye, and you go, you're going to get a feeling of either like, wow, yes, that kicked my butt, and also yes, or it's like, no. You know what I've been really wanting to do is like martial arts or kickboxing or going back to the pool, or you know what, the gym makes me feel powerful. Maybe it's yoga. You will find your way when you move. And my spirit team right now is showing me a GPS. Like, you can't sit in the driveway and get all the steps. It's actually only once you exit the driveway, get out onto the street, then you start getting left, right, go here, go there. You can't sit and think your way to Seattle from your driveway. You need to get in the car and start driving. And maybe some of us flying or taking boats. But, you know, that is how we actually move forward. And I know for myself, even my whole career of like, since I started my own business 12 years ago, there's been a lot of things that really universally could have happened sooner, could have happened quicker. But I know that I was healing and growing and really needing to go through my own shedding and my own self-growth along the way, that it all is perfect. But part of it is that we can move forward as fast or not as we want. So when I'm doing this retreat, I get all scared and like, oh my God, this is so big. It pushes me to my growth edge. It happened with the last retreat. Oh my gosh. And I can choose to just like not do the thing today. Or I can do the thing and regulate my energy and figure it out and nurture myself back and come back to center. And it's up to me either way. So this horse energy, this fire energy of this year is really about like, we are moving forward. Are you deciding that you're in? It's not just, are you overhauling your life? Are you changing everything? Are you all of a sudden becoming really disciplined? It's not that. It's, are you in? We're doing it. Like, grab my hand. We are all moving forward. So this fire horse energy, you can walk with it. You can run with it. Either way, you will be moved this year. And I do feel this shift of implementation. It's really time to, okay, my spirit team, we're old school, but I hear like, it's time to get to stepping. It's time to do this thing, right? We've been learning and processing, and we will until the day that we no longer exist in this lifetime. We will keep learning and growing and going, oh my goodness, yes, that's so important, or I see this about myself, but we can also move forward. So coming back to the fire horse energy, what I was learning when I was doing some research about this, and I also was talking to a friend who is Chinese and was sharing about this fire horse and kind of the more nuance, I think it's really cool because this combination of fire horse, like all of them, it's unique combinations. And this combination only happens every 60 years. So it's really neat because this unique energy is for right now. It is something that was happening 60 years ago. It is something that is on purpose, these cycles, these energies for where we are right now. So the horse energy is freedom and momentum. And think of that steadfast. I was saying to you guys a couple episodes ago, I kept seeing a horse. For some of you diehards, you're going to be like, oh yeah, weird. I didn't even put it together with the horse energy, but it is about steadfast and moving forward and steady, right? It's also about self-leadership is how I want to say it, because it's movement, it's travel, it's doing the thing. It's really moving forward, steadfast. Sometimes it's going to require bravery. Sometimes it's little tiny steps. It doesn't matter. It's about continuing to continue. That horse energy is so, there's a word that wants to come through. It's almost like that repetitive, like the brum, brum, brum of like a horse running. It's just so powerful. And when we combine that with fire energy, and fire energy is activation, it's expression, it's courage. Energetically, fire is alchemy. Something, if you take paper and put it in fire, it alchemizes it into ash in like no time. It busts that shit up, right? It turns wood into ash. It turns whatever into ash. Fire is transition and boldness and alchemy, changing one thing to another, but it's action. Fire isn't sitting and thinking about it. Fire isn't even just depth, it's movement. It travels quickly, right? So when we take fire energy and combine it with horse energy, it's really like your soul is asking you to like put on those shoes, grab the microphone and say what you need to say. It's calling you to get on the shoes and run down the road into your dreams. It's really, we are not whispering. We're not whispering anymore is what I hear. This year is not a subtle energy. It's not the energy of even like the 5-year plans. Like, sure, move forward with your 5-year plans. It's not subtle though. It's not gentle. It's not later. It's like, we're ready. Are you coming or are you not coming? Because either way, I want to tell you this, and I say this to my clients, it comes up with every single person I have mentored and come in connection with in this community. So that's going to include you as far as, we are of like mind. There has never been a time that Spirit has said, this person is like actually not ready, or actually doing something wrong, or, oh, that needs to take at least 10 years because you're just not ready. That's never what Spirit says. That's never what a soul says or what a spirit team says. That's human. Human is saying, I'm not ready. Life is saying, hey, you're in an ocean and there's a current and we are moving. You are moving. So that's the energy of putting your hand up and like hand out, whatever it is, getting on the shoes. And like, we are doing this thing. So you don't even really have to be like, like, am I good enough? Am I strong enough? Am I ready? That's not the energy of this year. It's just happening. So let's do this is really what I keep hearing. It's really move your life in the direction of truth, in the direction of what you desire, and really knowing that you will be supported and carried by this energy as well. So now I'm seeing like that ocean, that current. When you learn to work with it, the current can actually move you great distances that you don't have to do, right? So it's not just about, it is bold action, but it's not just that. Like I always say, it's moving yourself forward. Even I'm seeing now moving your body, like moving the energy through. Let's get through it. Let's move. Let's get on to higher ground. I also want to say in numerology, we talked about this in the other episode. Last year, 2025 was a 9, which is like the end of the cycle, shedding, releasing, healing, goo, or just sometimes some of us, it's stepping out of something. It's the the end of a cycle, whereas this is the beginning. And that I'm seeing the spark that lights the match, which is perfect for the fire. It's the spark. And it's that accelerant time. And in the last few years, I was going to say with 2025 and before, it was more like ongoing therapy, ongoing journaling, ongoing breakthroughs, diving deep into blocks, which I want to say all of these things are incredible to continue to do, of course. But I'm saying it was more about the elongated, ongoing journey. Whereas now Firehorse is like, great, now let's build something. Say the thing, go there, launch it, leave the relationship, book the flight, do the thing. There is no other time but now. You only live once this time. Let's do it. If you need the support, get the support to move through it, to move on, because you are worth it. You are ready. Even if you're shaking, even if you're scared, it's almost like, again, if you think you can or can't, you're right. But this year is going to move you forward. So that's the energy that it's calling you into. So another thing that's really important is that everything is speeding up, not just the good stuff. In some ways, our shedding even speeds up, because it's not like last year was a 9, it was all the shedding. And then as soon as it's January 1st, now you're no longer shedding. It's always ongoing. And if you've read my book, The Delicate Art of Transformation, you see that it's always this ongoing pattern of like moving through things and all of that. So even this year, our shedding speeds up because we're more resourced now. We have more people we could reach out to for help, or books we could go to learn things, or tools we've already gathered that we can really apply. We've already had lots of breakthroughs. We've already had lots of realizations. So even our shedding can speed up. Our realizations speed up. If we allow ourselves to, we can cut the fluff and, have that clarity, have those breakthroughs, because we've grown. We know better now. So the places we've outgrown become louder. The opportunities we've been waiting for become more available to us because our growth is accelerating. So it doesn't mean you should do this quicker, or it's nothing about that. It's how much you've gathered. It's time to really learn it. So when it comes to that healing that will always be happening and shedding in some form or another, it's going to speed up, because time does tick on this time, and our life, we only do live once this time. And so a lot of us, I know for myself, I am 42. And there is a sense of like, wow, crazy, like time does happen, and I do want to make the most of this lifetime. So whether it's earth time or your soul time or whatever it is, growth in general, everything is accelerating, and we can move forward quicker than we have before because we've covered so much ground. This fire horse energy is really about bold action. It's about density. It responds to motion, even imperfect motion. Even, as I said a minute ago, moving your body, just shaking it out like, okay, I don't want to stay in this, or I don't want to, be scared forever. So what do I need to do to move through this? What do I need to do? Do I need support? Do I need to do one brave thing? Do I need to, love and nurture myself through this? Because sometimes it's like, I'll do that in seasons where I feel at a plateau and I get help with, say, a mentor, or if there is a book I go back to, I apply, and then I move through that. And then we're like, oh, wow, we don't have to do that same thing forever. So even if that bold action is like, okay, I just need support to get through this, or to start the thing, or whatever it is, being real with yourself. Time is happening now. Your life is happening now. The horse energy is really encouraging you, because it's not just about quote unquote willpower and being strong. You know the feeling when you get into the pocket of momentum, whether it's been health or working out or going for walks, or you are going to your therapist regularly, whatever it's been for you, when you get into a momentum of something and you see progress. That is a feeling that a lot of us go, I wish I would have done that sooner. I wish I wouldn't have, procrastinated so much, and not in shame, just more in realization. Then when you do click in, you're like, oh, wow, yes, it was tough, but it wasn't as hard as I thought. Like, I'm just so glad that I moved through that. I'm so glad that I did whatever I needed to do. And I have that all the time with clients that are entrepreneurs. Like, there was one point they had to start their business. I'm so glad I started. I personally am so glad I started my business 12 years ago, totally scared and in a different form than I am now as far as the business and all of that. It's evolved. But we move faster when we're aligned and we take action and we do something, and then it's like, that felt really good, but like meh, and then we're led here. And then we keep, like that analogy with the health, we just keep seeking, and that's how we keep being intuitively guided. But what is I want to say, like a still moss gathers stone. Well, I think the saying is the other way, but to be still is to be stagnant and gather moss and fungus. Like, we want to keep moving. So as we start to move through this episode and I start to wrap it up, this energy is going to ask you to accelerate, whether it's healing or it's doing the brave thing, or it's investing in yourself or doing something within yourself that feels scary or big. It is time. And I want to say that you're not alone in that. I am doing things that scare the crap out of me, and I've just kind of decided I'm just going to do it completely imperfect and terrified. And I feel this energy of the fire horse, and I myself, even though it looks like I have a podcast and I do these things, every time I'm scared. I'm scared to announce a retreat. I'm scared to put myself out there. I'm scared to release the book. I'm scared to be imperfect. I'm scared to be scared. I don't know. Everything, when you're at your growth edge, as I've talked about on the show recently, it is scary. So let's do it together. Let's do it a little bit scared together. Let's do the big, bold thing in a way where we're not so much worried about it being perfect. A big belief I released in 2025 is that there is a right way and a wrong way to do it. So I had the belief, just for 1 second, that I realized this, that I thought that there was a right thing and a wrong thing. Say it was my business or the way I was eating or whatever. There's a right and a wrong. And if it's right, then it should just happen really easily. So when my business wasn't happening easily, or something happened where not a lot of people signed up to this, or this thing felt weird, or this thing fell through, or whatever it was, it must not be the right thing. And I got really wrapped up in that, which paralyzed me. And now I'm realizing that there's no right and wrong. It's things that feel aligned, feel good. I'm going to yoga all the time right now and I love it. I'm walking, but there may be a season down the line where I'm picking up my weights again, or I'm like, oh yeah, Pilates, oh yeah, yin yoga, whatever it is, I will evolve. And all it's about is feeling pleasure-filled and aligned and excited right now. So what do you need to boldly move into something that is important to you? Where is life asking you to move into alignment? Where maybe you're still trying to figure it out or still trying to just wait until you're clear? Life is asking you to just move. Clarity comes as you act. 100%. My book, from when I first started to where it ended, it got clearer and clearer and clearer and more refined. You might go on 6 dates with somebody and then it starts becoming clear that either, yes, I really care for them, or you know what, not so much. Things happen as you do them. You can't try, eating your chicken a new way and know if you like it until you try it. And sometimes we do weird chicken recipes that don't turn out, but sometimes we do ones that now become our favorite, right? So it's about trying things. It's about not being afraid to sometimes fall and sometimes soar. So I want to ask you again, where is life asking you to move a little bit faster, a little bit bolder, a little bit more in fire horse energy? And if it didn't matter either way, if you're just along for the ride, if you are inevitably moving forward anyway, what bold action would you let yourself do? Do you feel that is next for you? Doing the big scary thing. So a tangible takeaway as we wrap up is, those questions, first of all, I want you to think about it. And I want you to pick one thing that you've been circling around and make a decision, make a move, or take an action toward something that is important to you. As simple as going for a walk, sending the message, booking the call, booking the retreat center, reaching out to a mentor, taking a course. What is it that you need to do as F it, I'm moving forward? Because fire horse energy will respond to your motion. The cosmos, the totality of Earth in general, everything is moving us forward right now. Everything is really strong. So it's not just about 10,000 things. It's about acceleration, momentum, density, courage. It's not about tiptoeing. It's not about getting it right. It's a little bit about the marathon, the run, and then, we've been walking and now it's time to run. But the marathon is also about continuing to go. So as we go through this year, we're also going to need to take care of ourselves, to sustain momentum, to nourish ourselves, to take time for rest, because rest also accelerates us. When we rest a muscle, that's when it actually grows back stronger after our workout. It's not just in the workout that it's growing, it's actually in the rest. So we're going to need to do both. And sometimes a bold action might be turning off your phone for 2 days and going to a cabin in the woods, or taking things off your plate as well. So we are moving forward. We are running, we are walking, we are putting our shoes on, we're doing all the metaphors, we are galloping, we are channeling that horse, that shiny mane energy, and we are moving forward. I am so happy that you heard this today. I deeply hope that it resonated. And if you've been called to mentorship or to join on the retreat or to get my book, which will take you from where you are into your next level, I would just be honored to connect in any way. So all the options are below. You can always send me a message as well on Instagram or my email, which is also below. Again, I hope that this served you. And yes, namaste, friend. It's going to be a crazy year. Hold on. Put on your big human, big girl, big boy pants. And we're doing it. All right. I will see you in the next episode.